the ball. But to your point, the defensive energy allowed for us to get out and run and have that 15-4 start in the third.
You talked about what defenses are doing against Cade.
Yeah.
Most every possession's 4 eyes on him, and a lot possession 6 eyes on him. How well is he embracing that and making the right play and not forcing stuff?
I think he has great balance. They blitzed from the jump, and he just got off of it, hit JD, or he hit the pull guy on the backside and let those guys make plays. And I think when you do that early, I learned from being around really good guards like Chris and Devin, when those guys got off of it early and you were able to execute and make shots, then it cleaned it up for those guys, and then defenses change, and now you're playing against a normal coverage. And then there were times where the defense brought a guy and he went the other way. And that's okay too, because if you can beat that primary guy, now you're playing against the deficit on the backside. So I thought he had a good balance of accepting the double team, and then there was aggression also. And we try to run some slips as well to free him up. And then down the stretch, he and I were talking about their coverage is changing. They went from blitz to switch, and then that changes your play calls and spacing. And we were just talking about walking the game down from an offensive perspective. And I thought he did a good job of just being in sync with me, trying to figure out what they were doing on the fly so it didn't hold us up.
I thought one of the underlying things in this game, Tech's activity, whether rebounding, deflections.
Yeah.
He's he's a big fan of Asar and what he provides. Do you think when a guy steps in for a guy that they try to provide some of the?
I think so. It's like a human nature thing. Even though you won't say it, you probably try to emulate what the guy you're filling in for brings. I thought his defense tonight was phenomenal. I thought the inbounds deflection he got was huge, because it was like 9-10, their ball, they hit a 3, it becomes 7-6, and he gets a deflection steal, and then we go down and I think we score. But his activity, his size, and his instincts to anticipate when to be aggressive and when to be solid. We've just talked about not trying to steal the ball in the backcourt, but other than that, I like his instincts, because he's not going for mindless steals. And sometimes when you go for steals you can't get, you put everybody else in a bad spot. He was just really active tonight. I love the deflections. I love his defense on their primary guys. He doesn't back down from any matchup, and he's pretty aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.